Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here, man. Coming back at you with another video and going over the Saints schedule has been leaked out. Um, NFL is supposed to have this big schedule release at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I mean all these teams get their schedules leaked out hours before this big TV event. But I'll go over the preseason games and also go over all the regular season games also. So they got four. They're gonna have four preseason games as 17 game schedule's not coming until the next year, I believe. So they got four. They got at the Rams. That's gonna be between August 13, August 17. At Pittsburgh will be August 23rd. And then they have home games against Houston and Miami. The Houston game will be either between the 27th and 30th of August, and then Miami it's usually at that Thursday, uh, September 3rd or 4th. They're calling for, but usually it's that Thursday before after that last third preseason game. So, all right, let's get right down to it. As Saints will have, of course, 8 home games, 8 road games. They have several primetime games that we'll go over. So the first game of the year is going to be a home game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this is going to be a 3:25 kickoff local time. So 3:25 local kickoff time. So 4:25 for you guys there on the East Coast. 3:25 local. This will probably be the Fox game of the week because it's gonna be Brady versus Breeze. I'm surprised they didn't put both these games against Tampa Bay on prime time. I thought they'd put one on Monday night and one on Sunday, and I thought the one in the Superdome would actually get that nod for Sunday night. But anyway, so Tampa Bay will come to the Dome. First game of the year. That's gonna be September 13th. That's a 3:25 kickoff there between the Saints and Buccaneers. Brady versus Breeze. All right, then they go the next week, September 21st. It's a Monday night game against the Las Vegas Raiders, as they'll play on Monday Night Football in Las Vegas. This will be the first game for the Raiders in their new stadium. So it'll be the Saints versus the Raiders. Monday Night Football, man, it's always good to play Monday Night Football because you're the showcase of the day. So Monday Night Football for the Saints against the Las Vegas Raiders, opening up their new stadium over there in Vegas. All right, then we got the September 27th. They go back, and it's a home game against the Green Bay Packers, and this is going to be a Sunday night football game because this will be a 7:20 kickoff local on NBC. So Breeze versus Rodgers might be the last time you see Breeze versus Rodgers. Because I think Breeze is definitely gonna call it quits either after this year or next year. But so all right, then they have a road game against at Detroit. This will be a noon kickoff in no, I should say noon kickoff Central Time because I that's where I live. So noon kickoff there for at Detroit. So it'll be a road game at Detroit. So the Saints will have their second road game of the year. They got 2 home games, 2 road games. I like this when they split it up like that. I hate when they have it like 3 road games in a row. I don't like that. Anyway, so then we got next. We got October 12th. The Los Angeles Chargers come to the Superdome Monday night on ESPN. So the Saints will have three games. 3 of their games will be in prime time. You got a Monday night game against the Raiders, Sunday against the Packers, and then another Monday night game against the Chargers. So the Saints will be on prime time 3 times in the first 5 weeks of the season. And if you count the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being the game of the week, I mean the Saints are going to be showcased a lot early on. Then they got a bye week. Week number 6, they have their bye week. Then they come back home game against Carolina. That'll be a noon kickoff local time against Carolina. And then let's see what we got next. We got next on the list as we have back-to-back road games. One against the Chicago Bears. This will be a 3:25 local kickoff in Chicago. So this will probably another one of these Fox game of the weeks. And this will be on Fox. They do show the TV. All right. So Chicago, of course, Chicago breaking in Nick Foles as they're moving away from Mitchell Trubisky. So of course, the Saints played in Chicago last year, so back-to-back years playing in Chicago. Then they, November 8th, then they have a Sunday night matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in prime time Sunday night football as the Saints and Buccaneers, Breeze versus Brady again. Could this be the second of three meetings? Who knows? But this will be the second meeting. I'm surprised they didn't put these games later in the year, just being Breeze versus Brady. A little shocked that they kind of put these two games in the front end of the schedule. I thought one would be in the middle and one would be towards the end. But so week number 9 they play at Tampa Bay. Then they have a home game against the San Francisco 49ers. This will be another 3:25 local kickoff for the Saints. Another Fox game of the week. So the Saints are playing a lot on on prime time, and they're going to play nationally on the Fox game of the week. So there's another game that the Saints are going to be uh, on a lot of TVs in the U.S. All right, then we got week number 11. They play at the Atlanta Falcons. This will be a noon kickoff. This will be only the third noon kickoff the Saints have had up to this point in the season. So the noon kickoff against the Dirty Birds. Of course, this will be a Fox game, so it's an early kickoff for the Saints. But they play Atlanta week number 11. All right, let's go fast forward to week number 12 as they have three straight road games. This is going to be a tough stretch for the Saints as they have to go on a road 3 times. They got to play at Denver, at Atlanta, at Philadelphia. As the Denver game is going to be, of course, it's going to be a late kickoff. It's going to be a 3:05 local kickoff for the Saints anyway. But over there in Denver, it's going to be a 2:05 over the Mountain Time. So for the Saints, it'll be a 3:05 for us. But anyway, so it's a late kickoff for the Saints. They'll play the late game against Denver, and then then they have week number 13. Like I said, at Atlanta, this is going to be a noon kickoff against the Falcons. So the Saints will play the Falcons twice in 3 weeks, man. So that they're another hated rival, Atlanta. So 2 times in 3 weeks to play Atlanta. Then they on December 13th they play the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be another late kickoff. This will be a 4:25 kickoff over there in Philadelphia as they play the Eagles. And then they close the season out with 2 out of 3 games are going to be at home. Then they have a game against the Chiefs, which is going to be a 3:25 kickoff, another late game for the Saints against the Chiefs. And then they play Minnesota Vikings. They play them on Christmas Day on a Friday. It's really weird for the Saints for football to be played on Christmas Day because usually Christmas Day is for the NBA. So, but the Saints will play Minnesota on. This will be a 3:30 local kickoff. So it's gonna be a late afternoon game here for the Saints and the Vikings. Then they close out the year at Carolina. I think we always play at Carolina the last game of the year. It seems like we're always playing them guys on the last game of the year. So at Carolina, of course, that'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff over there in Carolina. Local time for them, so 12 o'clock here. So Saints, the Saints have a lot of games on prime time. They got a Monday night. They got 2 Monday night games. They have 2 Sunday night games. Then we got the Buccaneers. That's a 3:25. That's going to be probably going to be a game of the week. Then they play the 49ers. That's got to be a game of the week. Then they play the Chiefs. That's got to be the game. I don't think. I mean, the Eagles are 3:25 also, the late game. But that might be the Saints might be on TV a lot, like nationally. Nationally, majority of the TVs will have the Saints games. So Saints are just going to be they're a good draw ever since the Sean Payton era has come through in 2006. Of course, Drew Brees has been here. The Saints do very well rating wise on TV. So let me know what you guys think here for the Saints schedule, man. So we got the Buccaneers at Las Vegas, home against Green Bay, at Detroit, home against the Chargers, home against the Panthers, then at Chicago, at Tampa Bay, home against San Francisco, home against Atlanta. Then you got 3 straight road games: Denver, Atlanta, Philadelphia. Home games against the Chiefs and the Vikings, and then we close out the year at Carolina. So, I think I read somewhere where the Saints have the ninth easiest schedule of the year. Um, I think I read that. Let's see where this. Yeah. Supposedly NFL update.co has the same strength of schedule as the ninth easiest. So whatever that means. But it's the NFL. It's always going to be tough. Saints have some tough games. As the middle of the season when you have those three straight road games, that's tough. That's tough in the NFL. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I say the Saints can they can I think they can either win between 10 and 12 games this year. I think that's why what I put them to. I think 10 and 6 should be the floor. 12-4 could be the ceiling for the Saints. And of course, if they go 12-4, that means they'll probably win the NFC South again for the fourth time in a row. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell, and give the video a thumbs up. Talk to you next time, and who dat?